How much to tip when all the server does is bring food? Went to a restaurant the other night. New place. You seat yourself. And each area, tables, bar, outside tables, has a QR code. You chose your seat, and you order your drinks and food for the menu. The first time you see your server is when they deliver your drinks and food, usually pretty fast. When I ordered water, they brought it, then pointed out where the station was where I could refill it myself. I do not know if they are making server wages or regular wages. But here is my question, which may go to the heart of the movement: how much should I tip? I mean, I get tipping for providing service. And extra service should mean extra tips, but what about when they are providing minimal service by design? That sounds like a food runner position. A restaurant that is a half step above a fast food restaurant. Not a server, waiter, waitress who is taking your order. Answering menu questions. Providing recommendations and keeping your drink topped off. Likely nothing. That depends entirely on what country you're in. But you haven't said. Where I live, the correct answer is nothing. I guess it depends where you are from. Where I live, there is zero expectation for a tip. A lot of places now have service charges. Typically 10%, but not these sort of places. As someone who has worked as waiting service in America for over a decade, and the entirety of my adult life, I live on tips. In this situation, I would tip 5%. There isn't much service being provided. What you describe is a 0% tip. If I essentially did all the work, I might leave something, but highly unlikely. Especially if they are tacking on a service charge. Nothing. Don't tip folks who don't wait on you. Tipping culture needs to die in the US along with hidden service charges. 0%. Bringing food is their job. Tips are for extra or above the norm service. $0 is the answer. It depends on your country. In mine, tipping doesn't exist. And I really hope that America's stupid tipping culture doesn't grow out of control and spread around everywhere else. Customers shouldn't be expected to tip. Unionize and go demand better pay. 0%. You just described what McDonald's trying to do. Come in, order on the kiosk or your phone, get a number, then they bring it to you. Man shrugging, light skin tone. None. Stop tipping completely. $0. They aren't doing server work. They don't get a server's tip. This seems like glorified fast food to me. I mean, as a society, we're all bad people for allowing below minimum wage jobs. 10% is, or was, acceptable standard for buffet service where the servers are mainly just doing busing and beverage refilling. I have worked in an instance where 2 or 3 people work all positions: cashier, cook, serve, and bus. We were paid minimum and tips were split evenly. Tip percent sucked because it was counter service. Even though it was an open kitchen and you could see all the steps of the process. Maybe people thought we were being paid cook wages. But it was not the case. Edit. This was the US. $0. If I do most of the work, what am I tipping you for?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.